All right. I'm a mimic, and we are playing more Control today. I am using a new streaming setup, and I have a new mimic avatar. And last time we played Control, we were going through the warehouse in the Foundation. Hey, congrats on first. So we went through and got through the collapsed department within the Foundation. And when we got back out, Emily Pope was waiting there. Which is weird because she is sure that Jesse called her to the Foundation. And Jesse knows for a fact that she didn't. And then Emily agrees, but says she was definitely summoned there. So the oldest house is definitely interesting, especially Jesse's interaction with it and the rest of the staff of the oldest house. But now we are going through the Foundation and the warehouse, which is a big, tall, vertical building for some reason. And I'm wondering what's inside of it. However, before we do that, I'm going to start a poll. For what outfit Jesse should wear. That way we get it in early. And to do that, I am going to actually go into the game and see what options there are. So let's go. We're going to fast travel. Right now we're in the warehouse tunnel, but we are going to go all the way back to Central Executive. And those are a lot of very interesting emotes in my chat. So let's take a look at what is available. And I'm not going to post the, I'm not going to include outfits that we've already voted on. Whereas poll, I'm making the poll as soon as Central Executive loads and we get a list of the outfits, because I couldn't remember what all the outfits were. So we're going to do the civilian, tactical response, candidate P7, the office assistant, and the golden suit, because I only have enough room for 5. Okay, so the poll should be going. And in the meantime, we are going to go back to the warehouse tunnel and see what's going on. And we will see how everybody votes. But the warehouse itself seems to essentially be an elevator shaft with a bunch of rooms that all require power sources, power cubes. These are some very interesting caverns. I find it interesting that they actually bolted the lights in and everything for power, and they were able to get power. On my team. And so is this one. Oh, I didn't realize I'd go to a sniper. That's pretty nice. I think I do have my own audio up a little bit, so I'm going to turn that down. It's a little loud in my ears. Oh, is that just... That's an astral plane pit. Let's not jump in there. So I can create shields. Interesting. Oh, that's interesting. So we have a bunch of eyes. A humanoid figure that's glowing. There's a bunch of rays of light coming out of it. And then a bunch of other humanoid figures raising their arms at it. I'm kind of wondering if this is the director. And if all those eyes are the board. But we've seen the board as an inverted pyramid in these paintings. So I'm not sure what the eyes are. But they're interesting is what they are. And I didn't see anything to read over there. So we'll just keep going.
Worst I've ever seen is take the nail. End of the world.
So I can't let the hiss take the nail. Not a problem. I know how to handle them.
What do you mean the end of the world, though? Okay, we'll start with the hotline. It looks like we have a multimedia that I missed.
I snuck into the Foundation through a back door I know. Had to get ahead of the hiss. Just a matter of bypassing the ritual protections. Luckily, the board's as distracted as the rest of the Bureau. I had to put on a brave face up there, but the situation is the worst I've ever seen. We're getting back on our feet, but we've already lost so much. Trench is dead. Darling is somewhere. I'm the only one left. But I still have a job to do. Keep the hiss back. There's not enough HRAs to spare, so I'll have to make do with what I've got. Frankly, I don't even know what will happen if the hiss take the nail. Trench made it sound like it'd be the end of the world. He was never one to exaggerate. Well, orders are orders, even if they come from a dead man.
Wait, so does that mean that Marshall has been getting hotline messages from Trench as well, saying go protect the nail? Log 5, pyramids. Did we listen to this?
Entry day plus 51. Northmore
Yes,
has
we
ordered
did.
an all-hands search for...
We did listen to that. That's where we heard him say something about the id and Adam. And I don't know what those are. I still can't get through that wall. Oh, it wants me to go up there. Interesting. Wrong. There we go. That was close. Whew. Okay. And there's a hiss barrier up. And let's explore here first. I was not expecting another control point this quickly. That's kind of concerning, but it is kind of like a save point. For if you fall down the warehouse, I guess. Okay. Let's grab one of these. So we have both Hiss and Astral Guardians here. Or not Guardians, but concussed ammo refund. That's weird sounding. What exactly is that? Because it's not the mold or anything like that. I don't see any reason to come up here besides being able to create a shield if I wanted to. Danger, open pit. I see a bunch of hiss residue coming in through the wall. Unless that's distorted or something. I'm gonna just continue up the this way first. It looks like the poll is done, and the office assistant won. With 4 votes instead of 60 or 70. Which is surprising from this group. But since there's a control point right here, I'm just gonna go back and grab it. That's only a launch efficiency 4, that's okay. It's too bad we have to go all the way back to Central Executive to get outfit changes. But that's okay. I said it was the office assistant that won. So there we have it. Back to the warehouse as Jesse, the office assistant. I think that's a much more manageable number of votes as well. Way fewer channel points spent. Well, I mean mimic coins. Yeah, I don't see any reason to actually go up anywhere. Okay. So now we need to go up there. Oh. Back into the warehouse. That's inside the elevator shaft. I'm not sure how I get that. Can I get that? I also can't tell if the elevator's actually coming up or not. Oh, there's one outside. Okay, can I shoot through the elevator or something? Oh, interesting. How do I get in there? There we go. Okay, so we can get back here. Does that help me though? up there. So how do I kill that? I'm not actually sure. Oh. Wall slam did it. So is this the machine room? Okay, so this is the machine room. I'm missing level 4. We can go to the upper warehouse. Okay, so I bet those were important. Now we're in the warehouse. What just happened? Did this explode? I can't believe I did that. Okay. Hidden location. A hidden location with a control point? Strange and odd. And there is our key.
Another etching.
Yep. Let's get you on my team now. Oh, that hurt. That initial blast from the distorted was pretty bad. Yes, sad mimic. Very sad mimic. Luckily, there's a control point right there on the other side of the elevator. Let's give this another try. There's one. still alive. Much better second time. These spikes were actually useful in killing that distorted, which is nice. So let's try this again. Listen, hurry, meet. The former wants to meet. Interesting. Wow, this key's really messed up. Progress, jolly good, but 2 holes lollipops are left to...
Hello? Board, are you there?
Danger, director, board, broken, deeper, understand? Tool, other, new, forbidden, board. Given, former, yours, necessary, go.
Okay, what the hell is going on?
That
Wait, I'm back here?
was very weird. So the former was saying that the board and director are broken. You should, can't be, better not be here, director.
Wasn't my idea. Blame the eyeball.
The other tool weapon is forbidden. Former, it, adrift, is trying to mislead you.
Former. Yeah, we've had our differences. But it is giving me something you won't.
So the former brought me back here? Does that mean the former is trying to fix the nail as well? Crystals can regrow after destruction. Okay. Do not be ignorant, thick. You are being reckless, disobedient.
I don't like you deciding what I can't have.
That was funny, Jesse. Oh, I was almost there. Back up. It's weird that the crystals are actually affecting how straight lined everything is in the astral plane. Is it just me, or does the board feel like really close right now? You cannot control this. You cannot control your staff. You're mismanaging the Bureau of Self narrative. Okay, so I need to trick it into falling down this hole, I think. Or I can just keep going. So it says I cannot manage my staff. The board doesn't seem to be happy with me, but doesn't seem to be able to do anything about it.
I'm getting pretty tired of being jerked around the astral plane. If you're listening, I want some answers.
This feels like it'd be a terrible place for a fight with the former. Hello, home, alone, long visitor, happy. Tunnel open, grateful. Tunnel open, grateful. Uh-oh. Did we just let the former into and or out of the oldest house? Welcome. Speak. Hello, former. You seem a lot nicer than before.
Hi there. It was nice of you to give me something the board wouldn't. What are you getting out of it?
Void, nothing, egress.
So I'm just supposed to believe you're a particularly charitable, whatever you are?
Neither, both. Hungry?
Hungry? I mean, yeah, actually, I'd love a sandwich or something. That's not what you meant, was it?
Right, Panini, former, board, Babylon.
Are you part of the board? Or used to be?
Once split, board, blame.
Okay, so you split because the board blamed you for...
Inside, beyond, nail, rescue, house, sun, warning.
Gotta be easier to play charades. Do I need to rescue someone? I don't know what I expected. Listen, this has been great, but I have to go. Thanks for your help, and, stay out of trouble.
House, listen, nail, leech, burn, go.
What was Former trying to tell me about the board? Should I trust either of them?
Nail, leech, burn? The board is real, or the former is really hard to understand. I kind of want to just get a transcript and see if I can put everything together. That is a long way down. Purple. Evade ammo refund, huh? Okay. Let's take a look at my mods. I definitely don't need these. There are just so many. There's so many. That's the problem. Incoming damage is reduced after seizing an enemy. That actually sounds pretty useful. I can get rid of some of these. But not many. So I guess the question is, did the former mean that the board is a leech? The nail is a leech? Like, what exactly was it talking about? Oh, we're on the warehouse path. Okay, we're actually still pretty high up. Because the warehouse still goes down way down there. I'm noticing there's... Are those lights? Like, what are these for? Oh, they were for this one. Okay. But there is this one that I haven't been in. And we couldn't get to level 4, so I'm wondering if this is level 4. Dodge efficiency, that's okay. Meteor Hill Supplement. Meteor Hill ID AWE-3. Event date June 23rd, 1958. Event location Sawyer County, Wisconsin. Note: per Archival Mandates 8.A, this document has been edited to meet current administrative standards. Certain terminology may be out of date. Details: the retrieved material was subjected to Fellstrom's array, configuration 74-B, but the tests were halted as the matter began to physically elude the equipment. Attempts to constrain the element were made, but under further stress, it became vaporous. The researchers suffered corrosive injuries prior to their deaths. The child victims at Meteor Hill recounted the material enveloping them in a pleasant manner upon making contact, but when discovered, they were redacted and screaming. Bodily changes were perceived immediately: deformities, loss of pigment in their skin and hair, and mental symptoms surfaced in subsequent examinations: confusion, heightened aggression. The Department of Public Knowledge and Diversions gave statements claiming the incident was caused by debris from poorly made Russian satellites, which the public accepted with no complications. The children were sent to the Bureau's recuperation facility in Redacted to receive help away from society. So, 1958, this predates The Oldest House, doesn't it? Because The Oldest House was in the 60s. The discovery of The Oldest House. And this is the third AWE, so there's two others even earlier. And we don't have a Meteor Hill summary, so we need to find that still. And then there was also the, between levels 5 and 6, there were a bunch of hiss nodes. I should see if I can get them. Tunnel quick access. So that's where I am. That's level 4. Okay. So I'm gonna hit level 6 and see if we can get these. I want to say the first one's on this side and they go clockwise. I might be wrong though. Nope. Other side. Other side. Other side. Okay, so they start here. They start at the front gate, I think. Wait a minute, where are they? Never thought to attack those, always thought they were a mystery thing. Well, if there's hiss, I definitely want to take them out. So I think it's here? Nope, it's that side. It's always whichever side I'm not facing. Okay, did anybody get a pattern for those? I wonder, can I stop the elevator? I can stop the elevator. Maybe that's the way to do it. Okay, so I have to be really quick about it. As soon as I see red, that's 2 down. Ooh, is that one too low? Nope, we got it. Okay. Huh, why can't I kill this one? Can't jump. I can't shoot it. Am I misaiming? Let's see. I think you have to do it fast and not stop the elevator. Go down and back up. They may all be back. Oh, let's go down. And then back up. There has to be a way to kill that thing. Yeah, it always stops right here. And I can't jump, so I can't get out. Okay, so I'm back on 5. I'm gonna go to 6. Now I can't kill it. Why was I able to kill it before? Oh, wait. Hello, little cat. Maybe I did do it. Huh. Oh, that was for a cat, apparently. That was cute. Do you have the cat ears now? I don't think so. But I do have a bunch of ability points, and I'm thinking... Do I want to start putting them into melee damage? Shield... Shield Rush? Shield Rush might be good. Energy recovers while the shield is active. That might be good too. Okay, I'll put the next ones into shield. Okay, so now that we figured out the mystery of the elevator, I think we're gonna go all the way back down. Okay, so which way's down? I want to say this way's down. I should probably just take this back to the nail, right? Hold on. Yeah, because this just takes me back to the crossroads. So I might as well just go back to the crossroads. I bet Emily has something to say.
Jesse, you're back. So did you find anything noteworthy? The original Bureau expedition down here left so much interesting stuff behind.
Like their ID cards. I picked up a weird one. It's pretty old.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I found a few ID cards myself. Or, more accurately, the Rangers found them for me.
Are you starting a collection?
I'm going for the whole set. I kid, of course. But I suppose they are sort of like baseball cards, except for Bureau stuff from the 60s. Hey, the one you found is different than mine. It looks like it's a higher clearance level.
A rare one, then. Want to keep it, Emily?
Yeah, I absolutely do. But I think you should hang on to it for now. High clearance access might come in handy.
Sounds like you have something in mind.
Guilty. See, I've been going through Dr. Ash's notes, or the ones I can find, anyway. Like Darling, he seemed to enjoy hiding his most relevant research. From what I gather, there is another floor beneath the warehouse with a special lab that requires 5 high-level staff members just to access. Here, take this. It's an old skeleton key. Something else the Rangers found. I give them $5 for every useful trinket they bring me.
I'm gonna assume this key is my ticket to that lower floor. And that super secret lab you mentioned.
Bingo bango, as Dr. Darling used to say. But keep your eyes peeled for more ID cards around the warehouse. If Ash's notes are reliable, and I'm sure they are, then 5 is the magic number.
Oh, so they're all around the warehouse. Okay. Oh, more.
The Rangers found a section of the containment sector in the caves, but no house shifts occur down here. Strange.
Oh, okay. And we've already talked to her about these.
I should get back out there.
Agreed. The astral bleed won't stop itself. Don't be a stranger.
And I get the feeling that the other 2 areas are going to require the other...
Give us a call on the radios if you need help out there, Director.
the newer new ability to get through things. And it kind of looked like there was one this way. No, not this way, the other way. The canyon rim? Wait, but it also just leads to the collapsed apartment if we're looking at the ones up there. So I'm not so sure. Because it's saying that there's... Okay, so there's a cave right here. Oh, and it is blocked off. Canyon rim. I was being silly.
Who should I be listening to? Weird entity A, or neither. Stay focused for now. The Bureau's in danger. We know we need to repair the nail. The astral plane won't break reality on my watch.
Turns out I don't actually have to break either of those. Not now, Bureau alert. I'm trying to save the Bureau.
I'm in the astral plane. This bleed is just getting worse and worse.
Okay, do I have any extras? Evade, ammo refund. Deconstruct this one. Collect that one, which is the same. Astral collision. That doesn't sound good.
That's the cave sand. Looks like the astral bleed goes both ways.
Oh hey, a gold cube. Those are the ones I needed in like the restroom. The restroom that was bleeding into the astral plane. Ooh, I almost missed something to read. Where everything. This is a dead letter. Dear Science, there's a person in my pet salamander. He has human eyes. Why doesn't anyone else see him? I think it's like werewolves, but with every animal. Where dogs, where cats, where otters, where butterflies, where everything. There are people inside and they can't get out. They're stuck in the animal body. It's not all animals, but it can be any animal. My parents don't believe me. Maybe this has happened before? I thought you would know. Sincerely, John Lomain. Well, that's kind of freaky, John Lomain. And I hope that's not the case. Okay, so it is just down. Nothing up there.
Hiss in the astral plane? That didn't go so well last time.
They keep giving me evade ammo refund. I guess on paper it does sound like a good want to have. I just like what I already have. That almost looks like it's reachable with that hole in the center, huh? That was a weird noise. Maneki Neko procedures. ID Maneki Neko statue AI 48-PE. Acquisition date March 21st, 1999. Containment location NA. That looks familiar, doesn't it? We just saw one of these. Containment procedure, none known. Description, altered effect. A ceramic beckoning cat figurine, common luck object found in Japanese storefronts. The following is a list of the items, observed altered effects. Non-corporeality, affinity for specific human behavior, and minor physical movement, waving its arm. Multiple simultaneous incarnations of this item have been observed. Whether these are independent altered items acting uniformly or replicated instances of AI-48 is unknown. Background. How the items originally arrived in the oldest house is unknown. It was first discovered sitting in the director's chair and was immediately contained in the Panopticon's cell. The next day, an agent noticed 2 additional figurines had appeared. Hours later, all 3 vanished. The items have been sighted throughout the Bureau, appearing while agents perform redacted tasks. It is theorized that fulfilling certain unknown criteria will encourage the items to appear. Present location is unknown. Well, that would explain why going up the elevator like that made the statue appear. I wonder how many of them there are. Oh hey, more of a bathroom. The astral plane seems to like bathrooms. And this one seems to have something inside of it. Whoa, 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 why am I falling? I guess I died. 3, that's my guess from the paper. It could be 3. It did mention 3 specifically, didn't it? How far back am I? Okay, let's see if I can get it this time. What? Why did I stop levitating? That was very strange. No. Okay, good. That was close. Okay, I'll have to be more careful this time. That worked out. And it was a hidden location. Why do I have an extra light cube? That might be just an accident. Or there's something around that corner over there. Hold on. They like to hide things. I had trouble too. It's an awkward amount of space. Yeah, it is an awkward space, isn't it? That's definitely one way to describe the astral plane. Ooh, that was close. Okay, and there is a control point. Okay, so I see 2 slots for cubes, but only 1 cube. I wonder if I can grab that one back there.
Reminder, the Bureau does not have windows. If you notice a window, immediately close your eyes and make your way to the nearest safe room. You are permitted to fashion a blindfold from an article of clothing. Any resulting lapse in dress code will be excused. Thank you for your attention.
That is a really, really good reminder and warning. Okay, so I think I actually have to go back down a little bit to be able to pick that up. Still not close enough? This one though? No. No, I cannot. That's a problem. No. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. And I got to keep my cube. Oh. Or not. They were too smart for me. There, I got one of each. just a hole down, isn't it? Oh, they just walk into holes? Really? Also, I remember them having more of a neck. Is that just... For a second, it almost looked like there was a platform to stand on down there. I'm not seeing any more notes to pick up. Did I just lose a cube? I may have just lost a cube. That would be really unfortunate if that just happened. Only one way to find out if the platform is real? Yeah, I'm not gonna jump down there though. They respawn, that's it. Not a lot of options regarding ways to go. Definitely feels like this is the puzzle level. That's... Can I preemptively collapse that? No. Of course, you don't just jump down there. You're in charge now. It's the kind of task you delegate. That's true. I could just delegate some of these astral copies to go down there. But the board did just say that I can't control my staff. No, let me up. That wasn't so bad. And I'm falling. I had done so well, too. Sent humans or humans? No. Why would I do that? Wait, what was that? I thought I heard a hiss. There's like a hiss sound coming from above me. Oh, I was supposed to come over here and then over there. I skipped the save. I kind of don't want to pick these up just because they are blue, which means I'm just going to get rid of them and not use them. Seize accelerator 70. I'm pretty sure mine is an absolute seize accelerator. Yeah. Nothing from the top. So I guess just that control point. I find it really odd to have so many control points right next to each other. This is probably still the fastest way over there. Because if I use a control point, I'll have to have a loading screen. nobody else. I'm used to way more reading material going on during these streams. But this has been mostly just puzzles. Wait, so was that platform just to get down here? And the real way is this way? Okay. Somebody threw a grenade and it really hurt. Just more holes into the abyss. The gold cube. There was a table over here. I was sure there would be something to read. Oh, there's another cube. All we have to do is get to the top of another tower. I just realized the board is actually here, but hasn't been talking to me. Probably still upset about the former. That was a lot of crystal. Astral Mimic. How's that different from an astral copy? Compiled by Dr. Emily Pope, Head of Research, by order of Director Jesse Faden. Field research on astral entity Astral Mimic. Confidential. Summary. Astral mimics are physically indistinguishable from astral copies, but considerably more dangerous due to the fact that they possess para-utilitarian abilities. The most notable ability witnessed is levitation. It is unknown how this astral entity gained its paranatural abilities. The relevant objects of power are currently bound to Director Faden. which indicates the objects are not responsible. However, objects of power are intrinsically linked to the board and the astral plane. A similar link between the objects and the mimics could also exist. Or perhaps the board is able to dispense these abilities at their leisure, with no trial in the astral plane required. The prevailing theory, however, is that the entities are simply replicating observed abilities performed by the Hiss, or even the director herself, thanks to a prolonged exposure to our world caused by the astral bleed. Refer to file redacted for full report. I actually have a different theory. I'm wondering if the reason the board wants to be connected to these objects of power is because they gain power from them. So the object of power isn't gaining its power from the astral plane, but the board is siphoning the power from the object and then distributing it to these copies. I wonder. It would explain why the board is so interested in the oldest house. Green. This is a dead letter. I don't know if you can see this because I don't know if I'm really here. I see a pen in my hand. I see myself, but it's all wrong. It's the wrong angle. It's the wrong me, and it's all green. Look out for the color green. Everything turns green when it's close. Don't let it get close. Don't let it in. But if you do, no matter what, you do not spec to it. Please, I need you safe, Peggy. I don't want you end up here too. I don't know where I've gone. That's interesting because we were in a really red area not that long ago. I wonder if green is another entity like the Hiss. But it is a dead letter, so you never know. Okay. Seems like that was everything. More evade ammo refund. It really likes to hand those out, doesn't it? Why is there... I don't think that's VHS. Is that Betamax tape up here? Beta tape? It's not a collectible or anything, it doesn't seem like, but maybe that's another Threshold Kids tape. It made its way into the astral plane.
Day plus 86. European King. Hercules and Mobile. Numbers 3 and 11 attacked my staff today. 2 fatalities. 3, if you count Mabel. She was always so kind. As a result, we are abandoning the Foundation. Northmore gave the order to transfer our resources to the upper floors. Now that my control points allow us to safely come and go from the New York streets, did I forget to include that fact in my previous logs? I've been so busy using the arrays I made. Control points have been established throughout the Oldest house. Excuse me if I don't sound excited, it's just... A few months ago, I would have been overjoyed to leave the Foundation. Now I realize I've grown fond of it. There's something deep in the stone here, deeper than that watching presence. Something warm. I feel it needing me. I won't go. I'll refuse. Northmore won't be happy, but so be it. I'm starting to see him for what he is. An impotent storm. Father Shade in a cheap suit.
Huh, so some of the id have died, and that's why they left the Foundation? There's my key / lock. And there's definitely going to be a fight of some sort. Nope, I missed. Oh, there's two of them. Okay, before I touch the etching, I'm gonna look to see if there's anything else to pick up here. Huh? Why is that there? Hold on, why is that there? See anywhere it would go? Okay, so there's a golden cube down there. Is there a slot for it anywhere? There is. Okay. Let's see what this does. Hey, another kitty. So that makes me think that there's one down each, where each of these are. Each of the keys. A recent confrontation, yelling, was an error. We determined you may have both tools, upgrades, only because you are the favorite, current director. But do not listen, speak to the former. You are welcome, grateful. Right. This key does not look good. You're near the hole fixed. Trust your synergy is
They should
appreciated.
change their tune all of a sudden.
What was that a flash of? I missed it. Was it... It was another lock and or key, right? But it felt different for some reason. Interesting.
I'm overthinking this whole board former thing. They can sort out their own business so long as it doesn't get in my way. Obsessing over these problems is something Trench would do, but I've got my intuition. And you.
Wait, so what's this do? Oh, it takes me back out of the astral plane because I fell into the astral plane. Okay. That makes sense. That took me back to the nail, which is looking a lot more complete.
If it isn't my favorite director.
Okay, so Emily doesn't have anything new to say. I'm not seeing anything new here, so we will come to this control point and save our progress and spend some abilities. Shield strength. Don't have enough for the shield energy, but we can unlock shield rush damage. So this will be next time. But that is all the time I have. But I think we made pretty decent progress because we finished off the warehouse and the astral plane and got 2 of the cats. So next will be Site Gamma, Research Site Gamma. And I bet there will be another cat there. I think we got one from the collapsed department. So there might just be one more in Site Gamma now that I think about it. We're learning a lot more about the former. Kind of. We're interacting a lot with the former, but we're not exactly learning. It doesn't feel like. So hopefully we'll get more answers next time after we find this last lock. But that'll be next time. Thanks for hanging out.